Welcome back. I'm A9. Now the news in detail. Chairman of the State Peace and Development Council, Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Services, Senior General Tan Shwe and party left Pateng for Myanmar in Myanmar district on 21st May. At the local battalion, Minister for Progress of Border Areas and National Research and Development Affairs, Kanabdanya, reported on relief and rehabilitation works being carried out, acceptance and distribution of relief supplies, supply of food and temporary shelter for those who want to return to their original places on their own volition, measures for regenerating agriculture and fisheries by providing equipment, healthcare services being given by mobile medical team on board vessel, and necessities. After hearing the report, Senior General Tan Shwe gave guidance saying that the state is taking care of the disaster areas and storm victims by carrying out relief and rehabilitation works and taking disaster preparedness measures. In health sector, presently operating on-board vessel clinic system is effective. In the long run, regional hospitals will be upgraded and measures for opening rural clinic will be taken. With the purpose of regional development and disaster preparedness, causeways with a height of up to 20 or 30 feet that can prevent people from huge waves will be constructed reaching seaside villages. As measures for regenerating businesses, tractor camps will be opened at strategic places and cattle, paddy strains and farm equipment will be provided. Afterwards, General Shwe of the Ministry of Defense said that instead of carrying out relief and rehabilitation works, district or township-wise, supplies will be provided from nearby towns, which are easier to reach. For the farmlands where tractors are not accessible, cattle will be provided to plow them in a proper way. In some regions relying on fishery boats and fishing nets will be supplied. He then instructed those present to urgently submit necessities to be provided by the state. Later, Senior General Tan Shwe and party greeted families of local battalion and inspected reconstruction and sanitation works being carried out in Myanmar in a motorcade. Afterwards, they proceeded to Township People's Hospital where they comforted storm-hit patients under medication. Later, Senior General Tan Shwe and party viewed around reconstruction work of Myanmar in a motorcade and cordially greeted locals. From there, the Senior General and party moved on to Bogale in Chapon district, where Minister for Forestry Brigadier General Deng Ao and Commander of No. 66 Light Infantry Division Brigadier General Mamao E, who are supervising relief and resettlement works in Bogale, welcomed them. Later, Minister Brigadier General Deng Ao reported on ongoing relief construction and resettlement efforts, cooperation of two trading and African family and Diamond Mercury Company in relief and resettlement works, completed renovation of education and health facilities and infrastructures, assistance being provided for regenerating of agriculture and fishery to those who are desirous of returning to their native, and progress of renovation of embankments. Senior General Tan Shwe gave instructions to swiftly implement relief, rehabilitation, and disaster preparedness program phase by phase after laying down systematic plans and to urgently build causeways leading to coastal areas. After that, member of the State Peace and Development Council, General Shwe, reported that implementation of the guidance given by Head of State Senior General Tan Shwe depends mostly on the accuracy of the data and figures collected from respective areas. Since the scope of rehabilitation work is wider than relief tasks, Implementation works of battalions and units, division, district, and township peace and development councils need to be effective and systematic. For those who are living back in their origins, foods and other relief supplies must be continuously provided by setting up regular supply routes from townships to the villages. Since the state has accumulated sufficient rice, rations, and budget, and it will provide necessities, distribution of the supplies in those regions needs to be systematic. For implementation of the guidance given by the Senior General to set up orphanages and nurture orphans to become worthy citizens and currently to care them under a special program in Myanmar and Myanmar, precise list of the children and youth who need to be nurtured must be compiled region-wise. He also clarified that national-level projects being carried out in accord with the guidance of the Senior General must be fully understood by those at the fundamental level for enabling to implement effectively at the grassroots level and instructed to compile data and figures collected region-wise. Later, Senior General Deng Shwe and party inspected the scale model of lesser-cost housing to be constructed for the storm victims. At Bugale People's Hospital, Senior General Deng Shwe and party asked after the victims under medication at outpatient department as well as in ward patients. From there, Senior General Deng Shwe and party arrived at number 1 Basic Education High School Relief Camp, where they cordially encouraged the victims and inspected the clinic. They then inspected rehabilitation and reconstruction works being carried out in the storm-torn Bugale in a motorcade. In the afternoon, Senior General Deng Shwe and party left Bugale for Patay by Temedor helicopters. They later arrived back in Naypyidaw by a special Temedor aircraft in the evening.